You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson. It is episode 151 tonight. That's right, we're counting down the next 49 to episode 200. Sounds like something fun we should do. This show has been a long time in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time taking the Stripped Down stage, it's Megan Nash.
Lost, give in, you're ready. Cheap fight, low lights, lids heavy. The truth pours from you, filling the room, surprising those waiting to die. You're up on the highest riser. You were safer when you were quieter. Oh, yeah, it's such a shame. Girl with a brain, should have known, could have known better than to go long. You don't live here anymore. Can't breathe here anymore. You've given your body, you've given your soul, gave up your freedom, you gave up control. They still want more, want more, want more. They are ashamed that you already knew. They turned their backs. If what you meant was true, oh, but you believed what you say, and they hate it that way. It confuses the weekly games that they play. You don't fit here like before. You don't live here anymore. Can't breathe here anymore. You've given your body, you've given your soul, gave up your freedom, you gave up control. They still want more. You don't live here anymore. Oh, you don't live here anymore. Can't breathe here anymore. You've given your body, you've given your soul, gave up your freedom, you gave up control. They still want more. They 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 want more. But you don't live here anymore.
Okay, widen that out. Widen that out. There we go. Nice. Cool. And rock mode.
Last time Megan Nash was on Shaw TV, it was because we televised Songs for Supper 5 back in December. Director Jay Neufeld and our switcher Bryn Kreisa from very own Stripped Down were doing the camera. I was hosting. It was Chris Brinklo's baby. He brought in 10 musicians. We sang and raised a bunch of, well, I didn't sing. You guys sang with your talents and raised a bunch of money and food for the food bank. Megan Nash kind of stole the show that night. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Why do you say that? That's
you-
so not fair. I know what you're going to bring up, too.
What am I gonna bring up?
It's my inappropriate... What? No, is it because I said... Can I say it again?
Say whatever you
Well,
want
it's
to
just
say.
a body part. I said ovaries, and then everyone talked about ovaries. Is that what you were going to talk about?
No, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we should talk about ovaries. Are you going to sing that song
Yeah.
tonight? Okay.
Yeah, it'll be on later.
It comes full circle here because
Okay.
I stood back and I was like, oh yeah, I've heard Megan Nash before. You know, I heard you a couple years ago at Songs for Supper. You're pretty solid, pretty good, but you blew my mind that night.
Oh,
I
cool,
think seriously you
thanks.
had like the two best songs that night. You kind of tore the house down both times. Then it was like,
Oh, thanks.
and now Stephen McGuire, and he was like, yeah, don't really, you know.
I thought he was just saying that to be polite.
That was devastating. That was devastating. Wow, man. I'm looking
Are
forward
you
to
going to
buying
follow
that.
it?
What? I know I've got to follow it. I get that part. Yeah.
No, you had some really fantastic songs, and that was when I was like, okay, pump the brakes. We got to get Megan Nash on Strip Down. So you made a huge fan out of me that night.
Well, thank you. Thanks,
Awesome.
Curtis.
So both those songs that you played that night are going to be played tonight?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I just have to look at my set list.
What else are we going to hear?
Well, we'll hear, it's all original stuff that I
Is it
write.
new stuff? Are you doing the classics? Are you...
The Megan Nash classics.
Yeah.
I don't think there's such thing, but mainly new. I have a short attention span. I get tired of things quite easily, so I just am trying to write as much new content as possible.
And you had a really good monologue there about how, like, as singer-songwriters, the next song is always the best song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that at the last Songs for Supper.
Yeah, I've memorized what everybody said in that 2-hour span because I had to edit the audio, and the audio wasn't the best. So for a week, I sat there and did nothing but tweak the audio for Songs for Supper 5. So
Thank
was
you
tweaked.
for that.
It was heavily tweaked.
But I did mention that. I did mention that I was songwriters are crazy. I think I mentioned that as well.
Yep.
All true. All true.
It was a good night. And I'm looking forward to more comedy and stuff tonight. So let's talk about the first song you sang before we get to the next song. What was the first song you kicked the show off with, Megan?
That song was is called Anymore.
Anymore?
And I wrote that song on the plane up to the Yukon when I went there last October. I went up there just to check out the Western Canadian Music Awards. Had a free place to stay and thought, hey, I want to check out the Yukon. I was blown away by it. But that song's just really about feeling that you're not where you should be.
Hey, we've got to know Megan a little bit after this next song. We'll revisit Brody and get his story, and it's gonna be a fun night. You guys pumped?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Where do we go from there? Song number 2, you guys.
Well, this one it's called Wake Up Little Girl.
Wake Up Little Girl. This
Yeah.
clearly isn't gonna be the song about me.
And this is a song I wrote about Curtis after the Songs for Supper. No,
After
I'm
I
just
fell
kidding.
asleep.
Wake up, little girl. No, I didn't. But actually, I did write this song, though, about my grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Take it away.
Okay, cool.
Wake up, little girl, there's a great big world just waiting for us to explore. So we walked to the park and we drew with chalk and we fed the swans bread we didn't want. Oh, 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 oh. Do, 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 oh, 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 oh. Do, do, do. And we daydreamed through flowing white curtains, and I told you I was gonna be an astronaut. And we talked about our favorite things, love of us, and yellow carnations. Wake up, little girl, there's a great big world just waiting for us to explore. So we played in the backyard and I throw rocks at the birds. No child, not at the robins, but you know I hate the crows. Oh, 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 oh. Do, 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 oh, 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 oh. Do, do, do. But the robins flew away, and the petals on your favorite flower faded on the cold November day when you left me. When you left me. Wake up, little girl, there's a great big world just waiting for me to explore, but it's not your time. No, it's not your time. Oh, but no, I'm fine. Oh, do
You are watching Strip Down with Megan Nash in the Shaw TV studios tonight. We have to gear up for our first commercial break. But before we do that, let's talk to Brody for a second. So what's your background, buddy? How do you get involved with Megan Nash and playing music and all that?
Playing
Give me
music?
the history of Brody.
Yeah, well, you know, grow up, there's always an instrument around to play with.
Where'd you grow up?
In Swift Current was actually, we moved into a house with a piano in the basement, plunked on that thing for a year or two. Eventually moved up to saxophone in the school band, and in Moose Jaw here, all my friends are playing guitar, so to fit in with them, play all the Metallica tunes,
Yeah, those don't translate well to
grabbed an axe.
saxophone.
I tried, believe
Yeah.
me. You know, Detroit Rock City only goes so far. But, after
Careless
that,
whisper.
a few years of playing guitar with different bands, Brain Sauce from Moose Jaw being one of the bands that I fronted for a few years.
Really?
And
Brain Sauce came up a couple times in the past years of doing Strip Down. They were
yeah,
like,
we
"Hey."
never made it up here.
No,
though.
we didn't.
No. But I don't know, future projects we'll have to keep in touch.
Is Brain Sauce still around? Or
We
is
did our last
hiatus?
show
Oh.
in Moose Jaw in the summer here with that lineup, and one of the guys moved on to Concordia in Montreal. Mark
Okay.
Lowe was
So
in
is
the
there
band
another
too.
big project on the horizon then?
Right now I'm working on the recordings that we did before he left,
Okay.
and just mixing like a madman, getting that together.
Okay, well, if there's ever an opportunity to have some sort of reunion, it could be on Strip Down.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
love that,
no, for
Curtis.
sure.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
no, there's the popularity, I don't want to sound arrogant, of this show took off about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm not a venue booker, but I kind of became a venue booker. And suddenly there's, like, you know, a stack of 30 to 50 bands that wanted to come on. And I feel bad, but really the best way is to just keep at me. You know, keep
Yeah.
emailing me and being like, when's the date? When are we coming on? Because after that, you get lost in the shuffle. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Busy. There's
Lost
not
in
a
the
lot of
shuffle.
places to play in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, so I apologize for not having Brain Sauce on in there.
No
Prime,
worries.
I guess, but reunion show. For
Appreciate
sure.
it.
All right.
I guess to answer your question though, but eventually Megan asked me to come into the studio and record with her. Since then, I've been touring with her.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we got lots more to talk about, but we do have to take our very first commercial break. Stick around. We got lots more with Megan Nash coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
And we're back. We're spending 60 minutes with local singer-songwriter Megan Nash. I guess you're not that local, but Megan Nash, of course, quote, flirts with folk and punches pop in the face while wrangling soul-tinged roots. Did I say that right?
I think so.
That's pretty good,
You
man.
can add whatever you want to that.
That's a pretty good description. I smiled when I read that off your website today. So that's how you see yourself in the whole musical spectrum? That's what you do? That's what you set out
think
to do?
so. I think so.
When you wake up in the morning, you're like, today's the day Megan Nash is going to do just this.
I'm gonna go wrangle some tinged roots. Yeah, it is a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? No, I don't know. When I first started out, I did wake up every morning and said, today I'm gonna write me a country song.
Yeah?
And that's what I did. I wrote country songs, and then I told people I play country. And then when I started to just write songs for the sake of writing songs and seeing what the songs were, that's when I got genre confused. And people like to know what genre you are before they listen, it seems at times, so I just kind of made that description. Hopefully people still listen.
You make it vague.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Enticing, but
Enticing
vague.
and vague. There it is. How awesome is it to have like Facebook now in 2012 as an artist? Is that the main thing now? Like, does that help? Or have we progressed past that? Are you on like some weird one I don't know about yet that's just for musicians?
No, because I'm trying not to. I don't want to be on those things. I don't, because you can spend hours just on that social media, and it kills you.
Is MySpace officially dead? Has someone put MySpace out of its misery already?
I deleted mine.
Yeah?
You can still type the URL in, but
but it just kind of coughs.
sputters and
I spam a lot of people on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's, like, I do use it a lot for that. I hate how it's key, though, but it's true.
Yeah.
I feel like I do a lot of promoting with my Facebook.
Even the stripped down Facebook page, it became a thing suddenly, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden it was
Yeah.
all about likes and getting the content on there on a consistent basis. And yeah, I'm kind of a slave to it too, but at the same time I see its value, definitely. Because that's where like the majority of the acts that contact us are through Facebook. So.
I know, but when Facebook finally dies, and the day will come, what will happen?
How are you going to kill Facebook? That sounds like kind of
How
what
am
I'm
I
hearing.
gonna
Yeah,
kill
it sounds like you have
Facebook?
plans to kill Facebook.
I love it so much I want it to die or something like that. I don't know.
There's no plans in place just yet?
No, not yet.
There's not some secret hideout in Moose Jaw where
Now I'm
everybody
gonna get
gets together?
shot down. Actually,
Yeah.
someone,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's that girl that don't like Facebook. We referenced the two songs you sang at Songs for Supper earlier. Is that one coming up next? What do we got?
Actually, it's right now.
It is right now.
Yes.
And which
yes.
one? Is this the one about
to
the
create
ovaries?
a nice little segue. Yes, this is
the one about the ovaries?
Yeah, it's mentioned in the song.
Yeah. It was actually one of the best parts of Songs for Supper because I think camera operator Bryn Kreisa had it on kind of a two-shot where Sylvia from Songs with Sylvia was in the background. She's kind of doing this, then goes, which was fun.
You say you like my eyes, you mean my ovaries, you're past your prime, you're damn near 23.
Yeah, Sylvia's great, and then at the end of it, she said, "I wish I had your ovaries" or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was
She
weird.
said that to me.
It was a weird night.
Yeah, extremely flattering, I guess.
I guess everyone has different goals. I guess.
Yeah.
Take it away. What's the song called?
Cool. It's actually called "Fire Me Up."
Fire Me Up.
Brackets the ovaries song as of right now.
I feel like we're doing this song an injustice because this is an amazing song.
Oh, thanks, man.
Fire
thanks.
Me Up, Megan Nash.
Thanks.
It's 2:30. Don't think I'm so naive. I know you, where you want to be. Oh, it's a thrill, it's a chase, it's the pigs in a race. And tonight I'm along for the ride. So fire me up, lie me on the floor, tell me things I've never heard before. Tell me I'm your only girl. Tell me why I'm living in your backwards world. You say you like my eyes, you mean my ovaries. You're past your prime, you're damn near 23, and in this small, small town, you want your white picket fence, you want your daddy's life, the only one that makes sense. So fire me up, lie me on the floor, tell me things I've never heard before. Tell me I'm
You are watching Strip Down with Megan Nash. That was firing me up. One of my favorite songs. That's a
Hey,
fantastic
thanks.
song. It's Songs for Supper that just tore the house down. And then I have a good friend with Steve McGuire, and I got to look at him and go, follow that. And he was like, oh, no, I got to follow that. You don't have to point it out. No, I got to follow that incredible song. You want to talk about the Riders now? Because you had an incredible opportunity to do something for and with the Rough Riders, kind of. How big was that?
I was hired by the studio that I was recording at the time to co-write and to sing the Saskatchewan Riders, kind of like the theme song for them, and it's called Ride On. So as a songwriter, that was a really great experience to be offered the opportunity to be hired to write a song. I was so excited for that, and then to sing it as well. That was fun too. I've sung a few jingles before, but never anything like that.
Never that intense.
Yeah, no. So that was fun. That was fun. I volunteered to be in the video, and I think it has almost like 8,000 hits or something like that. But it's definitely been a huge learning experience for me.
How so?
I almost think sometimes people think I'm a little bit more country rock than what I really am. There's definitely a country influence to what I do, and there is a rock one as well. But I usually don't sing in a field with a cowboy hat on. It's not something that I usually do. The rest of my music is definitely not like Ride On. That's all.
So you write the song, and then they take you out to Taylor Field to shoot the video. Is that how that actually?
Yeah, that was a fun time.
That
I was
sounds
so excited to be in a video. I was
incredible
really
as a singer-songwriter from Saskatchewan. Like, even if you're not the biggest Riders fan, that's an incredible opportunity.
Oh, it was,
that's
and
gonna
it is.
get you noticed or put you on the map or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and it's been a really great experience. Got to work with some really nice people doing that too, and I met a lot of great people with that experience.
And you got to go to Vancouver?
Yeah, we played Riderville as well.
So did you play the Rider song in Riderville, or did you
Yes.
just like shut them out? You're like, no, you're not getting the Rider song.
No, we sang it twice actually. The start of the set and at the end of the set, if you want the truth, we actually did. We plugged that one hard for them. That's what they wanted. So yeah, I went out there and played it, and got to play some of my original stuff too, which was nice. And it was a fun experience. I hadn't been to Vancouver in about a decade, so it was nice to go see the city too.
Congratulations on that.
Hey, thank you.
It's online. People can search it.
You type in Megan Nash, and it just Ride On pops up there. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna revisit your love of the Riders and the football after this next song, because we're gonna go to the contest after the song. I've tied everything together. Okay.
Oh, right.
I'll explain what the contest
good, man.
is.
That's good.
I'll explain what the prize is, and but before that, what's this next song?
This next song is it's one that's called Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile.
And I wrote it when I was attending college out in Nova Scotia, and it's a song about just the terrible things in life.
Like an Oldsmobile. I used to drive an Oldsmobile. It's terrible.
I loved my Oldsmobile. I loved my Oldsmobile. It has a very big trunk, and that's what comes in. I tied in with this song.
Okay.
But this song, it's not a true story about me. It's just about the bad things in life, and we shouldn't forget that they happen. Maybe it's an awareness song.
Maybe we can take all the bad things in life and put them in the trunk of an Oldsmobile. It's that big.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm taking away from the song without having heard it yet.
Okay,
so,
okay.
All right?
Well,
I'm
you're
gonna back
welcome.
off and let you play it now. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Nash.
Daddy was a gambler, my mama was a drunk. We found their bodies in an Oldsmobile trunk. Not the most romantic way to die. We don't know who did it, and we don't know why. Well, I never thought that life would chew me up, spit me out like that. Sometimes I just give in and let that black tar take me back, wander through memories back to my grandpa's farm. But I'm always reminded of where I'm at by the tracks left on my arms, yeah. said, baby, you know I care. Guess it was just a twist of fate. But that was one hand I shouldn't have shook that day. No, not that day. Oh, I never thought that life would show me up, spit me out like that. Sometimes I just give in and let that black tar take me back, wander through memories back to my grandpa's farm. But I'm always reminded of where I'm at by the tracks left on my arms. Yeah. Well, I'm so junkie. My sister was a drunk. We found her body in an Oldsmobile trunk. Not the most romantic way to die, and I know who did it, but I don't know why. I never thought that life would chew me up, spit me out like that. Sometimes I just give in and let that black tar take me back, wander through memories back to my grandpa's farm. But I'm always reminded of where I'm at. Always reminded of where I'm at. I'm always reminded of where I'm at. I'm always reminded of where I'm at by the tracks left on my arms.
Woo! You are watching Strip Down with Moose Jaw's Owen, Megan Nash. Sorry, I'm backing up. That's what Jay told me to do, our director. He's like, standing too close to the camera, you're blocking Megan. So there, I've been told. See, we didn't put an X down. Usually that's like, all I have to do is remember to stand on the X. As the on-air talent, that's all they can ask of me is just remember to stand on the X, and I blow it every week. But this week there's no X. Anyways, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our weekly segment. It's time for, wait for it, the contest. Megan Nash, known for her love of all things Rough Riders, right? So I've been saving this till you had on the show. What the contest is, by the way, is in 2012 we started each week adding one prize to the contest bucket, but we kind of filled the bucket, so now it's the contest box. There's like $100 in there. There's tickets to the Broadway Theater. There's a little aquarium. There's a ton of CDs. There's just random stuff. It's awesome. So this week, in honor of Megan Nash and her love for the Riders, check that out. That's a Riders
Oh, a cowboy hat.
rock girl cowboy hat, and I'm not really
that
sure. This is
before.
like a gainer. I don't know if it's like a girl's top.
No, what is
No,
this?
I
Looks like
No?
it's for a gopher.
Maybe.
It
No?
is a
not gonna-
handkerchief.
I don't know. It's maybe. There. So anyways, yeah, I don't know if you can put it on your dog or something, but it's like, 13th man, it's gainer. So there you go. So what I want to do actually is to get
Put it on your
the
dog,
lovely
small
Megan
child.
Nash to sign. Sorry, I totally ruined your hair there. Can you sign the hat? Brody, where do you sign when people ask you to sign the cowboy
Next
hats?
to the Pilsner logo.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, how about right there then, right on the front? Who the
That would be
heck is
perfect.
Megan Nash? That's what they'll say.
Hopefully they'll be so drunk it won't matter when they wear this.
Amen, Curtis.
Amen. All right.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah,
actually.
thanks,
That's-
Brody. Thanks for bringing us back down. We have to gear up for our second commercial break, but stick around. We got the second half of the show with Megan Nash right after this.
Yee-hoo.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty, from the smallest body of water to the coldest, from underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Nash.
All the girls come, all the girls go. I know your type, 'cause I fit the role I should run. 'Cause I've seen the damage done. There's something so cool in your casualness. Kills me to know I'm the casualty in this. I should run, 'cause I've seen the damage done. Every now and then when I look in your eyes, nothing's looking back, not to my surprise. You're cold, cold Well, I used to believe in love at first sight. I was so naive to not see lust is a fight. So you're different, 'cause I'm not the only one. You've got the nerve to tell yourself they're better when you're through. You've got the nerve to tell yourself it's all right what you do. I should run, 'cause I've seen the damage done. Every now and then when I look in your eyes, nothing's looking back, not to my surprise. You're cold, cold man. You're cold, Every now and then when I look in your eyes, nothing's looking back, not to my surprise. You're cold man. You're cold man, yeah. And I should run, 'cause I've seen the damage done.
Watch It Strip Down with Megan Nash. Those are Goosebumps. Another great song. Another song. Big fan of Megan Nash. Again, that was the second song you performed at Songs for Supper 5, and pretty much the opposite effect of the first one. The first one, everyone's like, ah! And after that one was over, everyone's like, heartbreaking. Damage Done, that's what that was called?
Yeah.
Really good song.
Hey, thank
job.
you. Thanks.
I couldn't really put my finger on what made you great until I read her voice has an ageless quality to it that could place her anywhere between 21 and 55 from Gull Lake Advance. I think that nails it. I think that's kind of your your unique quality.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, that was kind of them to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. That's so funny that's you're quoting that because I find it strange to read articles. Like because I say the most ridiculous
like
things.
About you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. I find it strange to read.
Yeah.
That's what more like education gets you. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, reading articles about myself, I do find it strange, and that was a nice thing that they said there.
Where are you musically with the CDs and stuff? That last song threw me. If people want to get a hold of your music, do they physical copies? Do they go online?
It's on iTunes. I did release a CD last year, and it is on iTunes. Also, it's in town here at McNally Robinson, the bookstore. They have a great local section there, and I'm in that as well.
All right. So the easiest way to get a hold of your music is just go to iTunes, though. Again, technology, right? Hooray, technology.
Boo! Go to the bookstore, get a physical book, and buy my CD, please.
Yeah?
Why not that?
You prefer that? You grew up with CDs, and you're not a big fan of.
I grew up with 3 channels, man. Like technology, I'm still coming to terms with it.
All right. What are people going to hear on your CD, though, the one you released, when they go to McNally Robinson and buy it?
Washed up bass, banjee. No.
No, none of those things on that CD.
Who played on it?
Actually, Brody played on it.
Yeah. That was my way of bringing Brody back into the conversation.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Brody played on the CD. I recorded it with David J. Taylor and Regina at Twisted Pair Productions. It was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. It's a really good experience.
The songs tonight, they're on the album?
Oh,
some
I'm sorry. The songs tonight. Wake Up Little Girl that you heard earlier will be on it, is on it. And actually, I'm about to play the title track for you.
You're about to play the title track?
Yeah.
Well, don't let me stop you. Megan Nash
okay.
with the title track. What's it called?
Tough Love.
Tough Love?
Yeah.
All right.
You've got your bruises, baby. Cuts decorate our bodies, pretend this all makes sense. I couldn't give you a time, I couldn't tell you when I started to die and it happened. All I know is it's not the same. No, this love just got tough, baby, and now I'm real. Maybe it's not really love at all. It just got tough. Oh, it just got tough. It's tough love, baby, and now I'm real. Maybe it's not really love. What got us here? You're half naked on the street, begging me to stay. Is this just history repeating itself? I do. I always have the keys, ready to drive away. I couldn't give you a time, I couldn't tell you when I started to die and it happened. All I know is it's not the same. No, this love just got tough, baby, and now I'm if maybe it's not really love at all. It just got tough. Oh, it just got tough. It's tough love, baby, and now I'm if maybe it's not really love at all. It just got tough. Oh, it just got tough. Friend or foe, for all cares, know you hold our future in your fist. This love just got tough, baby. Now I'm baby, and I wonder if maybe it's not really love.
You're watching Stripped Down with Moose Jaw's own Megan Nash. We have to gear up for our last commercial break, but we wrap things up with Megan Nash right after this.
Up and down, around, around, solutions that were never found. Tug of war, I argue for, something on the workers'
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. .204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Nash.
cheap entertainment, somebody's life. Show no justice, blur the lines from wrong and right. You're a fool if you speak out, 'cause they say the war's been won. I look up at your mother and I wonder what's been done. Like ashes to dust, like juniper to Jan, it's all gone, been blown away in sand. It doesn't matter your name, your pleasure, your pain, when the mighty dollar lands. It doesn't matter your name, your pleasure, your pain, when the mighty dollar wins. Oh, oh, oh. Among stolen angels lie torn hearts of gold. They say you're paid the chance, they say do what you're told. They say you're paid the chance, you know what you're told. When the lights get dimmer and the gray becomes night, and it's all too familiar when it's cold outside. Like ashes to dust, like juniper to Jan, it's all gone, been blown away in sand. It doesn't matter your name, your pleasure, your pain, when the mighty dollar wins. It doesn't matter your name, your pleasure, your pain, when the mighty dollar wins. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, mighty dollar wins.
We are wrapping things up with Moose Jaw's own Megan Nash. That song was...
It was called The Mighty Dollar. And that's actually one that's on my album too.
The Mighty Dollar.
Yeah.
And this album, again, is available at McNally Robinson.
Yeah. And iTunes.
And people should pick up a physical copy. Why?
No, because then they can buy a book, too, when they're in the bookstore and read.
Sweet. Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, Zach, can you grab the
know
jib
should
from
come
Dan?
across the screen here.
We're gonna have another strip down. We're gonna have another quick strip down moment here, you guys. There has been a recent development that just happened about 10 minutes ago. Get on here, Dan. It was 10 minutes ago. Sorry to stall the show. This is one of these moments that wouldn't happen on any other show but Strip Down. Longtime viewers will know Dan MerMoose. Am I saying it right after all these years? Is it close? Close.
For you, it is.
Hey, one of the original crew members, Megan. This guy helped build the show. This guy was
Nice
one of
to meet you, Megan.
the founding members of Strip Down. There we go. So he helped build the show back in February of 2008, and he's been with us for 5 seasons. Just in the last 24 hours, got the call. He's going to Emily Carr next season. Woo! Woo! So, one more gone. If we can pan up and get a shot of the jerseys up there, I don't know. Like, we kept the same crew for 5 seasons, and just in this last one, everybody's suddenly growing up and doing their own thing. So
It's pretty weird.
we're gonna have a big Dan appreciation episode coming up for sure, and it's almost your birthday in May too. But thoughts? You're gonna be leaving Strip Down. You're leaving the family. You're one of the last original remaining members. I'm flustered.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah, you gotta be excited though.
A little bit.
Yeah, scared. What are you gonna do on your Wednesday nights now?
I don't. Yeah, cry.
Yeah.
Cry in the closet.
So, apology to Zach, who's currently on camera 2 right now, because I kind of kicked him off before. I was like, you better let a Dan jib, because unbeknownst to everyone, you're not going to have too many weeks left to work the jib. Dan's kind of the master of when you see those sweet moves. When you go back and you'll be watching the show, and you'll be like, holy cow, those sweet moves go in and out and up and down. That's a Dan. There it is.
That's what that's called.
Thanks, buddy. It's a Dan.
I don't know.
All right. Thanks for letting us have that moment. It's important.
It was a tearjerker. Right?
It was.
We're honored to be a part of that.
I know. And then you sang your Damage Done song, and I'm just a mess, and my mascara's gonna run. So.
Oh gosh.
Makeup.
We gotta wrap things up though. Any final thoughts, you guys? Final words.
Well,
Get this back on the track.
Thank you very much for having us. We
It was a
appreciate
long time
that.
Thanks, Curtis.
But yeah, it was a long time coming, but I'm really glad that we made the trip up here and that you invited us and that it worked out.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Is this the future? Are you gonna add the full band, or like next time you come on Strip Down, is it gonna be different? What are you gonna do?
It'll be different. Probably all new songs, I imagine, because I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Right,
And the next
I wanna-
song's always the best.
Oh yeah, and I wanna hide away for a little while and just create and be
Okay.
more consistent. But I don't know if a full band thing is really my thing, Curtis. I don't know. I kind of like things more stripped down.
On that note, let's wrap things up. Thank you, Megan Nash.
That was scripted.
For 151 episodes, I've been waiting for someone to say that.
Really? Oh, you're welcome.
I'm gonna try to fluster through the extra here. I'd like to thank tonight's cast and crew, especially Dan for getting into Emily Carr. Of course, Mr. Sicily Pizza, who I just ordered. I'm gonna go pick up pizza. I'm gonna have some pizza. Long and McQuaid, who dress me up each week, literally, and of course, Long and McQuaid, who provides us with the sweet microphones. Everybody's laughing now. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's leaving, and you're singing sad songs and Strip Down, just off the rails this week. Can we bring it back together for a last song?
Well, this is one of my angriest songs.
Yeah, let's end angry.
Actually, but it is slow. I'm sorry. I'm so thrown off by the fact that you just said Long and McQuaid dresses you, and I just like
Did I say Long and McQuaid
physically
dresses
like they
you?
dress you.
Is that what everyone was laughing about? Long and McQuaid, who dress me up each week, literally. Long and McQuaid, who dress me up each week, literally.
Yeah, and I'm just,
Ultimo Uramoto
the
dresses
image.
me. Long and McQuaid sometimes dresses me. It's cold. They wrap XLR around me really tight.
Okay.
See, I don't handle bad news well, right? Like, you're singing sad songs, and now Dan, who's like my brother's leaving, and it's a lot for me to handle.
Well, here's a
Trying to-
song about how I hate everything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I'm headed. I'm gonna go through the 8 steps of depression, and it ends in anger, doesn't it? So maybe you can help speed this up.
It ends in anger?
Doesn't it? No?
I thought it just ended.
That's what they tell me at Long and McQuaid when they're dressing me.
How far to go?
Play us out of here, Megan Nash.
You start this one.
much for having me. I'd be lying if I didn't admit this has been one of the most disturbing times of my life after hearing those stories that Curtis just told. This song's called What If I Told You? Once a mutual friend, now a lover. Although it never feels so long ago. Secrets never hide under covers when you reside where it's always been home. The talk of the town, the whisper in your ear, the who's who is never quite so clear, and the swinging doors creak at night after the hockey game gets out. What if I told you? What if I told you? What if I told you it means nothing to me? Nothing to me. And we'll psychoanalyze each other. Can't accept that no one here is sane. I'll introduce you to my father and my mother, but they treat all the boys the same. And we all wanna flirt with the familiar. So what we do is we choose to swap the similar, and then we find ourselves in an incest pool, waiting in hardened hearts and abandoned dreams. What if I told you? What if I told you? What if I told you you were nothing to me? Oh, nothing to me. And one day I won't recognize you at coffee. You'll spill the sugar and the truth will overturn. You'll confess that you've never really loved me, but by that point it's none of my concern. And I'll pack up my linens and my cups and the other things we'll divide up, and we'll part on the street in the town where we meet if we had to again. Oh, what if I told you? What if I told you? What if I told you you were everything to me? Oh, once everything to me. Once mutual friend, now mutual lover.
not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.
Coming up this week on Strip Down, we got a brand new episode for you. Making the drive all the way from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Megan Nash. No, it's you, buddy. It's you. You got to learn the moves. Yeah. See, what you're doing wrong, Zach, is you're jibbing from here. You need to be jibbing from here. You need to be jibbing from here. You gotta be jibbing from here, man. Here and here.